Have a great day. In this video, I am going to explain you the adjustment entries and the accounting treatment of adjustment. This adjustment entry is actually a journal entry made at the end of the accounting period. The main purpose of this adjustment entries is to find out the true and fair view of profitability and to exhibit true and fair view of financial status. Here we have 13 common adjustments. Let's see how these adjustment entries are made while preparing the final account. Closing stock. It refers to the value of unsold goods lying in stock at the end of accounting period. It consists of three items, that is raw material, work in progress and finished goods. The adjustment entry is closing stock account data to trading account. The value of closing stock will appear on the asset side of balance sheet and on the credit side of trading account. Outstanding expenses. The adjustment entry for outstanding expenses is expenses account data to expenses outstanding account. Expenses outstanding are added to the respective expenses accounts in trading or P&L account and also shown in liabilities side of the balance sheet. Now, prepaid expenses. Prepaid expenses are those expenses which have been paid in advance but related to the future accounting period. These are also called as unexpired expenses, and the adjustment entry is prepaid expenses account data to expenses account. Prepaid expenses account is shown on the asset side of balance sheet and expenses account is shown as a deduction from the respective expenses account in trading and profit and loss account. Then accrued income. It is also called as outstanding income. It is the income which has been earned but not received during the accounting period, and the adjustment entry is accrued income account data to income account. Accrued income is shown on the asset side of balance sheet and it is as added to the respective income account in profit and loss account credit side. Next one is income received in advance. Many a times trader received money during a particular trading period for the work to be done in future period. Thus, without rendering any service, they receive income. Such an income is termed as income received in advance, and the adjustment entry is income account data to income received in advance. Income received in advance is shown as deduction from the respective income in P&L account and is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Next one is interest on capital. In order to see the real profitability of the business, it is desirable to charge interest on capital, treating it as a business expenses, and the adjustment entry is to be passed as interest on capital account data to interest account. Interest on capital is shown on the debit side of profit and loss account and it is added to the capital on the liability side of balance sheet. Then interest on drawings. When the proprietor withdraw money from the business for personal use, it almost amounts to temporary loan by the business to the proprietor, and the adjustment entry is to be passed as capital account data to interest on drawings. Interest on drawings is shown on the credit side of P&L account and it is deducted from the capital account on the liability side of balance sheet. Next one is interest on loan. Business entities may have loan borrowed from banks and other financial institutions. If any interest is payable on loan and not yet provided at the time of preparing of trial balance, it is necessary to provide for outstanding interest on loan, and the adjustment entry is interest on loan account debtor to outstanding interest on loan account. Presentation in final accounts to be: in profit and loss account, amount outstanding is added to interest on loan on the debit side, and in balance sheet, amount of interest outstanding is added to loan on the liability side as it is payable along with the loan. Now, interest on investment. In business, entities may have investment in outside securities carrying specified rate of interest. If interest is due but not yet received, adjustment is to be made for the same in the accounting record before the preparation of final account. Interest receivable on any investment in the form of share, deposit and on must be made an accrued interest account, and the adjustment entry for this is accrued interest on investment account debtor to interest on investment. In P&L account, amount accrued is added to interest on investment on the credit side, and in balance sheet, amount of accrued interest being current asset is shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Next one is depreciation of asset. Depreciation is a permanent decrease or reduction in value of fixed asset. The adjustment entry for depreciation of asset is depreciation account debtor to asset account. Depreciation is shown on the debit side of P&L account and is deducted from the assets in the balance sheet. Next, here we have bad debts. When a claim against a debtor becomes irrecoverable, then it is termed as bad debts. If a person files a petition in bankrupt, his creditors generally write off the irrecoverable amount due as a bad debt. The entry in the book of creditor is bad debts account debtor to sundry debtors account. Bad debts is shown on the debit side of P&L account and also deducted from debtors in the balance sheet. Or bad debts amount is closed by transfer to the debit of provision for bad and doubtful debts. Then the entry will be provision for bad and doubtful debts account debtor to bad debts. If the bad debts amount is recovered in future year, the cash is debited and bad debts recovered account is credited in that year. The balance in the latter account is closed by transferring it to credit of P&L as revenue in that accounting year. And next, here we have provision for bad and doubtful debts. Sometimes a merchant feels that there are certain debtors from whom the money may or may not be realizable. As there is a profitability of anticipated loss, and in order to provide for such loss in the accounts, a provision for doubtful debts is required to be made. The entry is profit and loss account debtor to provision for bad and doubtful debts. This provision is shown as a deduction from existing debtors on the asset side of balance sheet, and this is how we have to treat the provision for bad and doubtful debts in P&L account. First, we have to put bad debts as per trial balance. Then we have to add bad debts as per adjustment and add new provision for bad and doubtful debts which is given in adjustment. Then we have to deduct provision for bad and doubtful debts which is already existed in trial balance. Now we get the new debit to profit and loss account statement. Next, here we have provision for discount on debtors. The provision for discount on debtors is calculated at a certain percentage on good debtors and no discount is allowed on doubtful debtors. This is to provide a certain amount for allowing discount to customer for prompt payment. The adjustment entry is profit and loss account data to provision for discount on debtors. The provision for discount on debtors is shown as a deduction from good debtors on the asset side of balance sheet and is debited to profit and loss account. Yes, so far we have seen 13 important adjustment entries and its treatment in final account. I hope now you get some idea on adjustment entries. Thank you for watching.